Hey you guys, Majestic Coney here. Welcome back to another live stream of Genshin Impact. And I am starting off with this event we've got going on. Journey through Hillenmatic terrain. If you see me trying to look at my screen weird, it's because my cat is literally standing right in front of it. Navigate. One second. Oh.
Yeah, right.
Am I supposed to...
Illusion shattered! Ha! Let's light it up! Yeah.
This guy's up here. Okay. Begin your journey. Okay, so use the Eye of Upano to attach yourself to the hilly trails to move. Investigate the objects. What do I do? Okay. Can affect certain objects from a certain range, such as Sensetias, smoke launchers. Deepest part of the camp. Okay. For some unknown reason, all Samaturals are capable of detecting the eye of Opano and chasing it far away. As such, you must avoid their line of sight. Use smoke launchers to block their sight. This is so interesting. What the heck? Go back. There you go. Challenge completed. What? Okay. Is that all I'm supposed to do? Gosh dang it. Wait, I literally just did this. So again? Teleport? My cat is sitting right in this spot, which is driving me crazy. Like he's blocking the right corner. I guess I could look at that screen. Okay, wait. What am I doing? In your first visit to the domain, visit the master lurking within the tunnels. Which Paimon has taken the liberty of naming mystifying Megatroll. Sextuple size Sensetia? Okay. This is weird. It's gonna use that to attack. After you use normal attacks or charge attacks to burst these large fruit, juice will be left on the ground, and this juice can be used to cause the mystifying Megatrolls to trip and fall.
Shine down! Go ahead! You're toast! Inazuma shines eternal! Illusion shattered!
Oh, he's like kicking my butt right now.
Let's light it up! Stand clear! Absorption test!
Wait.
Shine down!
Dang it.
Let's light it up!
Okay. Oh, get out of that. Ah! Move!
Adventures! Illusion shattered.
Hey, Jeremy.
Teamwork is dreamwork. Enhanced animal module 75. Torn to oblivion.
How's it going?
Shine down. Let's light it up.
Oh, gosh. What? Okay, there we go. Whoa, no. No kitty. Whoa.
I'm going in. Boba, get them.
Yeah, buddy. Oh, you still haven't slept? That's a bummer. I'm sorry. Okay, so the rest of that is locked. I feel like I did this though. Oh yeah, completed.
I can't decide whether pyro slimes taste better with salt and pepper or garlic and herbs.
Oops, not that. I have not done my bounties.
If there's nothing better to do, we could go foraging for ingredients.
Is it a special they're doing? Oh, so it's just the normal bounties. Oh, okay. All right. What do I really need?
Is there time for a quick snack? I'll whip one up in no time.
Gadget that allows you to quickly heal.
Now I got stomach cramps. Hypatia should still be in the cave. Let's go inside and see how she's doing.
I don't think I've done that. I don't think I've gotten that. I will definitely work on that, though.
Hello? Hypatia? Maybe she went out to look for some food. Let's try looking around the area.
Because I hate to say it, bounties are one of those things that I have not done a whole lot of. What the heck is that little thing? Oh, that makes sense.
There you are.
That's actually a super helpful thing to have. Okay, I will be working on those more so I can get that.
Hypatia, are you...
Naranara?
So hungry.
Naranara.
Need water.
There's no way we can get her to eat in her current condition. Let's try finding some water first. Huh? Wait. Why does it look super foggy outside all of a sudden? Anyway, let's go look around.
That's true.
Huh? How'd things out here end up looking like this? What happened? And where are we? Really? Oh, maybe... Wow, this place is huge! Paimon knew there's something off about that cave. Let's think of a way to get over there and have a closer look. Who knows? Maybe we'll find a lead of some kind.
Whoa, what the fuck?
Huh?
That was
What
kind of
happened just
trippy.
now? Why'd everything around us suddenly change?
What the heck is happening? Keep looking for a path to the upper level of the tree hollow. Okay.
Race you?
Well, mostly everyone just says it sucks. And it's super painful. Okay, I will try to read everything so I don't get lost. Although I may still end up getting lost. No, gosh, dang it. Well, that sucks. Oh yeah, there's a ton of talking in this. It's crazy. Oh no. Oh no. I'm gonna have to revive her.
Nice and spicy. Why do they never miss? Now you shall perish.
There's that guy.
There is no escape. Let's light it up. Everybody stand back. Let's light it up. Adventure time.
Wait, wait. I didn't get the chest. Fair enough. Fair enough. Oh well. I'll figure it out, I'm sure, at some point. Maybe, or maybe it'll be a lost cause. So how come you haven't slept yet? Have you been playing video games?
What in Tibet is going on here? This place is getting weirder by the minute. Hey, what's the matter? You don't look so good.
we go! Adventure time! Off we go! Adventure time! Ha!
Investigate the courtyard far. Oh, wait. It's one of these things. There we go. Oh, that was trippy.
Adventure time!
You're addicted to Grand Summoners? Oh, well, there's your problem. Gotta put that phone down.
Oh, ow! What is... Adventure time! Off we go!
Oh, not an Abyss Herald. Oh no, Benny's low on health.
Looks like we meet.
The Abyss Herald! What are you planning to do in this strange place?
Strange place. Plotting. You needn't worry about such things. They don't concern you.
Wah! I have to heal him. I have to.
I'm going in! Huh?
Animal hypostasis emulation! Eat this!
Inazuma shines eternal! Illusion shattered! Let's light it up!
Uh-oh.
Shine down! Everybody stand back!
Water.
Illusion shattered! Now you shall perish!
Oh crap.
Get them! Toast! Huh? Why can't we beat this guy? Oh, Paimon doesn't get it! We faced others like him before! What's wrong this time?
Hey, Derry.
Traveler.
If only I had
You
ice.
managed to avert countless crises before. Your good fortune was bound to end sooner or later.
No, I don't have a
It's
good
time
ice
you
guy.
realize how weak and powerless you really are.
Oh yeah, I forgot I switched that.
Your brother. Oh, pitiful traveler. Are you really so ignorant? Or are you just living in complete denial?
Well, dang, now I feel like I'm cheating.
His Highness has long since forsaken you. Your meager existence in his eyes is that of an annoying bug, only to be stepped upon. The bonds of love and family which drive you to find your sibling are utterly gone. Your journey is meaningless. But Don't you fret now. Today will be your last.
I don't know.
Die.
It feels kind of challenging. Oh my gosh. I just figured I suck so bad that anything seems easier. Oh, you got me good, Jeremy. Okay, just the quest. Okay. Whew. I was like, man, now I feel like I'm cheating.
What do we do? We haven't seen Hypatia anywhere out here. Oh, there she is! Quick, let's see how she's doing.
So sweet.
Well, the good news is that she's still conscious. Hey, why'd you drop her food on the floor like that? Oh, guess that makes sense. She does look kind of rough at the moment. Anyways, we can talk about this later. We better make sure she's all right first. Whoa, wait a sec. Look at all this fruit lying around her. We can put that to good use.
Who is there? Tainari, is that you? Huh?
It's okay. You can relax, Hypatia. Tainari sent us here to bring you some food and water. Here, we have a letter that he asked us to give you.
Oh, okay. That makes sense.
I see. So, you're friends of Tainari. I apologize for all the— I'm grateful that you—
Well, we were kind of wondering about that, actually. When we found you here,
Oh. I seem to understand now. All the fruit was likely from my, neighbor. Must have come by and saw me like this.
your neighbor? You mean there's someone else living?
Oh? So, you're able to see them too?
Wait, hold on a second, Traveler.
Yeah.
You say that before we arrived, you saw some mysterious creature and suddenly had a strange dream? Isn't that a little too crazy to believe?
No, I actually do believe what the Traveler is saying. You needn't worry. They mean you no harm.
That actually makes a lot of
They only dragged
sense
you into the dream because they hope to buy themselves
yeah, I
a
mean,
little
they
time
want
in
everyone to
order
be able to
scurry
enjoy
away.
these and have fun.
Hypatia, just what kind of creature is your neighbor exactly?
I'm not sure what it's called, to be honest. But I do know that they have some sort of deeper connection with the Dendro Archon. I know this because the first time I saw them was also the exact day my
And thank
consciousness
goodness,
was able
because
to
I'd
form
be
a connection with
struggling like
Irminsul.
no other.
Even after I opened my eyes and stopped meditating, my heart was still pounding, and my mind was racing with all the knowledge that I had touched. And at that very moment,
Have you done the
I
new
suddenly
event
noticed
they
a
have
small
going on
figure at
with
the
the
opening
hilly
of the
churls?
cave. In my curiosity, I began to walk over to the creature. They must have already been used to me living in the cave, because they didn't seem to mind me approaching them. They just kept doing whatever they were up to. It wasn't until I crouched down next to them that they suddenly realized that I could see them.
Oh, and then?
And then I had a dream.
Yes.
By the
and I
time I
like
came
that.
to, they were nowhere to be seen. I was convinced they'd never show up again. But sure enough, I saw them nearby a few days later. And they weren't alone. I feel like they aren't as afraid of me as the first time I approached them.
Yeah, so
But
it's
I never would have expected them to save me.
where you're investigating the hilly churls, like statues they have. So it just has the first two available, and then you go to a domain. It's interesting. get some rewards, which is nice. And it wasn't anything hard. Oh, you'll wait till it all comes out. Makes sense. Grand Summoners is pretty hard. I haven't played that.
Yes, no doubt about that. By the way, Tainari mentioned in his letter that you had questions for me regarding Irminsul.
Well, if somebody hadn't... Alright, we're up, traveler. Today's menu will feature sweet madame and a radish veggie soup. You'll love...
Sounds good.
All done! Let's use the empty box that Tainari gave us since we already watched it. Oh, it smells amazing! And the box is a nice touch, too! Let's go serve this up and start eating with Hypatia!
Oh. Yeah, I don't play many mobile games. Like, actually none. Now that I think about it.
Are you already finished cooking?
Places
smells
the band when you have to
delectable.
cook at the Wangshun.
I'm truly
Did you
thankful
do that,
whenever
though,
I can
the
enjoy a
cooking
proper
one,
meal
or
like
no?
this. Cooking really isn't my forte.
Ah. It was fairly simple and easy to get done.
Even though everything you mentioned was in Tainari's letter,
I think it's still going,
it's
isn't
still
it?
hard to believe you were able to connect with
I want to say that I
Irminsul
saw it on the events
immediately after
section.
smelling Spiritborn eel for the first time. It took me nearly 3 years before I could do so. And everyone at the Academia even lauded me as a genius. You should know that
So why does this...
the ingredients you... Since the root of the Dendro Archon's power lies within Irminsul, we can occasionally tap naturally. Anyone who can establish a connection with Irminsul in their first ever attempt must be a person of great understanding. That was primarily due to her body's unique constitution. Stimulated by the incense, she could perceive the Dendro Archon's power and experience the sensory overload, hence the adverse reactions. Taking in any scent similar to the ingredients of Spiritborn ale would cause adverse effects. Not to worry though.
Yeah, I would.
It appears you've
Yeah, the-
already fully recovered.
It
Technically, your body should
It's
still
easy
be
to do,
sensitive
and
to
you
the
get
powers of the Dendro Archon. But unless you're using
decent
intentional
rewards for
meditation
it.
techniques, the scent of Spiritborn ale should no longer trigger such reactions.
Well, that's a relief.
I must admit,
Oh,
I
thank
am
God
quite
for the
envious
weekend.
of your abilities. Even if it meant suffering from pounding headaches for the rest of my life, I'd consider it worthwhile so long as I could
it
connect
took
with Irminsul at
forever
will.
to get
Oh,
here.
you're really serious about this whole thing, aren't you?
I am a researcher after all. As a member of the Ritaoist Darshan at the Academia, my main area of research is the stars and their connection to the fate of living beings. But there is still so much we don't know, especially regarding the mysteries that lie in the starry skies. Which is why I must turn to the all-knowing Irminsul for answers. If only my perception wasn't so limited. Unfortunately, I cannot guarantee that my every attempt to attune with Irminsul will be successful, or that doing so will leave my consciousness. I am currently in this. Sages have said that that's why we
much
meditate.
talking.
So now...
Of course I do, especially during nights that are pitch black with no moonlight, and dead silent without even the sun. However, I've been feeling better as of late. I believe that but what's strangest of all is that they're clearly an envoy of the god of...
What's so strange about that? It doesn't sound so out of place for a divine being, does it?
Well, it's strange because nearly nobody in Sumeru can...
Oh, is that true?
Yes, well, To an extent, the sages say that wisdom implies rationality. But that which occurs in dreams is often neither rational nor logical. Yes, if one struggles... The fact that the people of Sumeru do not have dreams... I was born into a... I studied hard, enrolled as a student in the academy. But then, on the day
He's
I
so
scared the
cute.
little Lara... It was incredible back then. Just be sure not to speak of this if you travel to Sumeru City.
So, do you have any thoughts about the
Sorry. If you two are ever in the area again, please be sure to come and see me. There's no need to be thanking me.
Now that we know Hypatia is alright and had the chance to ask her some questions, Paimon thinks it's about time to head back to Gandharvaville.
The Spiral Abyss resetted for more Primo gems? Ooh. I need those Primo gems.
Race you!
Think about it, Tainari. Refusing to join is tantamount to burying your head in the sand. I understand that you're a forest watcher and that it's your duty to combat the effects of withering zones. But isn't it evident that such work is not a lasting solution to the problem? As Sage Kage clearly stated, your presence and guidance in Sumeru City is pivotal in finding a cure for Irminsul. How could you possibly refuse?
Keep your emotions in check, Gulam. Let's at least listen to Tainari's reason for declining. We're here to invite him to the Academia, not to cause a scene.
Sage Kage, I am truly honored that you came here in person, but I'm afraid I must still decline your invitation. I am merely a forest watcher. How could the great minds of the Haravatat have any need of someone like me?
Well, it turns out that your refusal letter had some implications on your master's reputation. He is a renowned sage of the Immorta, after all. So now I've come here in his stead.
I see. Well, I figured that given his temper, he would come here and berate me personally.
Tainari, your master is an integral part of this effort, and now he requires your assistance.
And what exactly does my master need of me, Sage Kage?
You'll know once you've arrived in Sumeru City, that is.
And, how long will I be required to stay?
There's no definite answer as of now.
Do you mean to tell me that, despite coming all the way here to Gandharvaville, you still can't answer the questions I laid out in the letter to my master? If that's the case, then I'm afraid I cannot give you a definite answer either.
Tainari, but you...
So be it. Come, Gulam, we're leaving.
Yeah, get out of here, Gulam.
Tainari, what was that all about?
It's nothing. Some people from the Academia wanted me to go to Sumeru City to assist them with a project, but I had to refuse on account of all my responsibilities here. But all that can wait. How did things go with Hypatia?
It was quite the eventful trip, but the main thing is that
Very good. Now that the Traveler has made a full recovery, there shouldn't be any reason for you to tarry here longer.
That's right! We want to meet Lesser Lord Kusanali and ask her for advice. Do you have any idea on how we can find her?
Sorry, I'm afraid I don't have any advice for you there.
Well,
Hey,
do you at
Tony.
least know anyone we can try asking in Sumeru City?
Let me think. My trips to
It's
Sumeru
definitely
City have
making
been
my
fairly
day better,
short,
that's for sure.
and, most of my acquaintances are researchers. Oh, how about this? I'll write you a letter of introduction that you can give to a researcher I know. He's from the Amorta Darshan and is adept at gathering information. Asking him might prove worthwhile. Also, when you enter Sumeru City, you'll probably end up receiving something like this item here. I'm not...
Oh? What?
It's called an Akasha Terminal. It's a tool produced by the Academia that utilizes the legacy of Greater Lord Rukkhadevata. Some say that
Sounds
this item
good.
is the very
Later.
basis of Sumeru's reputation as the City of Wisdom. Needless to say, this device and its usage fall under the Academia's expertise, so I'll leave it to them to show you how to use it.
Great! Next up, Sumeru City!
Oh,
that's
really?
right. Tainari, we have
That's
something
interesting.
important to say to Kale before we leave.
Yes, she knew you two would be leaving soon, so
Thanks, Tainari. All right,
farewell, and good luck to you both.
Oh my gosh. I was looking at something different and I almost fell.
I've been waiting for you two. Thanks for waiting here just to see us off, Kale. Don't worry about me. I can take care and, I'm sorry. But I guess now I understand that the most important thing is for friends to be genuine with one another. There's no need to apologize, Kale. We should be thanking you for trusting us enough to be your friends and sharing your past with us. We're probably still gonna worry about your condition, but that's because we're friends and we care. Thank you. That means a lot. Before you leave... Oh? What is it? It's my recipe for pita pockets. I told you that I'd give you a copy, remember? My handwriting is a little, messy, so... Yay! Thanks, Kale. Now we can eat those scrumptious little pitas whenever and wherever we like. I hope that whenever you eat them... Well then, I, trainee Forest Ranger Kale, bid you both
Peace. Okay, where am I going?
Sumeru City! We finally made it! Oh, did you see that? When those people entered the city, something on their heads lit up.
One moment, please, you two. It appears this is your first time visiting Sumeru City.
Oh, yeah, that's right. But how did you know that?
Because there's currently no information on either of you in the Akasha. But no need to worry, that won't prevent you from entering the city. In fact, the Academia conveniently provides each traveler to Sumeru City with a device. Perhaps you two have heard of the Akasha before. It's our beloved Greater Lord Rukkhadevata's lasting legacy, a treasure trove of collected knowledge. After centuries of tireless research on the Akasha, the Academia created one of its most ingenious inventions, the Akasha Terminal. As long as you are within Sumeru's borders, you may use an Akasha Terminal to connect directly to the Akasha and access any knowledge you need.
That's kind
I
of
should
creepy.
mention that due to technical limitations, the operation of Akasha Terminals will be much smoother and more effective in large cities such as Sumeru City and Port Ormos.
Oh, so this is the thing that Tainari was telling us about. It sounds pretty amazing.
You two are quite fortunate. Until recently, it was standard practice to only issue Akasha Terminals to outlanders who spent an extended amount of time in Sumeru. However, this policy was recently changed, and now all travelers are issued one upon arrival. Here are your Akasha Terminals. Please handle them with care.
Hey, Rue.
It kind of looks like a leaf.
To activate it, simply hold it in your hand
How's
and
your
say
day
the
going?
following phrase to yourself. May the mighty god bless us with their voice of wisdom.
Oh, says this little doodad lets you access knowledge. Maybe we can use it to find a way to meet Lesser Lord Kusanali. Let's give it a try. May the mighty god bless us with their Whoa! Just now, something clicked, and Paimon suddenly knew how to use this thing. It seems all we need to do is concentrate on what we want to know, and bam! You get it.
Exactly. That is the power of the Akasha. And with that, let me officially welcome you both to
That
Sumeru
seems
City.
super
May the
intrusive
wisdom of the Dendro Archon always be
and
your
creepy.
guide.
Okay, now that we're in, we can check the Akasha. 500 years ago, the sages found a newly born deity from within some scorched ruins. The deity now resides in the sanctuary of Suristana. Okay, next, let's concentrate on asking how to meet her. Huh? Oh, come on! Ugh. Focusing on this question feels like when you have
Right?
something you're trying to remember and it's on the tip of your tongue, but you just can't think of it. Ugh, Paimon's brain is exhausted.
Ooh, I like plot twists.
Oh, smart idea. But what are you going to ask it? Huh. Could it be because we're Outlanders and we've only just arrived in Sumeru? You know, maybe we're not qualified
Yeah,
to
that makes
receive
it
an
worth
answer
it.
to this sort of
Hey,
question
newbie.
or something.
How's your day going?
You Uh-oh. Paimon's getting all teary-eyed all of a sudden. It feels like the people of Sumeru really miss their Archon. Well, seems no matter which way we try, we can't find anything that'll lead us to Lesser Lord Kusanali. Guess our only choice now is to try meeting with the researcher that Tainari recommended. He's from Sumeru and even has a position in the academia. Maybe he'll be able to access more info
You're
from the Akasha.
back from school?
Let's see. Tainari wrote an address on the letter's envelope. Oh, it's not far from the city's gate. Let's head over and have a look. Hopefully he's at home. Hello, are you Rohawi?
Yes, that's me. Can I help you?
Nice.
Great! You see, Tainari sent us here and...
What? Tainari? Please, there's no need to say anything, really. Sure, I admit that the article I published last month wasn't my best work, and
Here, this is a letter from Tainari.
Oh, let me see. Ah! Ooh, what a relief. You two nearly scared the life out of me. So, you two just have some questions for me? Seems even Tainari acknowledges my innate ability for procuring information. So, what is it you two would like to...
We want to meet with Lesser Lord Kusanali. Do you know a way we can do that?
You mean you want to meet the Dendro Archon herself? This isn't exactly my area of expertise, but let me see what I can find in the Akasha. Sorry, the Akasha didn't respond to my query.
What? You too? But what about your abilities for getting information
That
and all
seems
that?
weird.
Paimon was sure you'd be able to access more info than we did.
Well, as I said, this isn't my area of expertise. I am but a lowly researcher, so the Akasha doesn't see a need for me to know more about the Dendro Archon. All I know is that ever since Lesser Lord Kusanali returned to Sumeru, she's never left the Sanctuary of Surasthana or made a public appearance.
Huh. Didn't expect her to be such a mysterious figure.
The Dendro Archon is somewhat of a recluse. Perhaps she just doesn't want to entertain visitors, which would explain the lack of information in the Akasha.
Aw, but then what can we do?
No need to worry
Right,
just
it's
yet.
keeping
I'm only
everyone from knowing
hypothesizing
that.
here. You could certainly try asking around and see if anyone else has ideas. And besides, you two should consider the bright side of things. Not being able to see Lesser Lord Kusanali may not be a bad thing. In this
Is
world,
she dead?
there will always
Wait,
be
don't tell me.
information you cannot obtain from the
Don't tell me.
Akasha and things you can never accomplish. Take me, for example. It's a miracle if my brain cells can spit out... Don't mention it. If you two ever want information about things like who's been promoted within the academia or relations between the 6th grades... Hey, come on! This is a...
Oh, Paimon's expectations were pretty low, but this is so low, it's like digging holes in the dirt.
Oh,
So what do we do
I
now?
get what you're saying
Even if
now.
we want to talk to
Okay.
someone, we don't know anybody here.
Oh,
Huh? Like who? Oh, you're right! Catherine!
I love that there's a Catherine in every single place we go. Oh, she's up there.
Ad Astra Abyssosk. Hello, Traveler and Paimon.
Catherine, we need your help.
Understood. The adventurers...
We want to
I've
meet
thought
with
about
Lesser Lord
that.
Kusanali.
Her being a
Do you know
robot.
a way we can do that?
You two wish to meet with...
She's definitely unique.
I apologize, but I am unable to call up any relevant information in the Akasha.
Is she actually a robot?
Another dead end. Well, if Catherine can't help us, then we really don't know anyone else to ask
How
now.
did I not know that?
Please do not worry. I may know of someone who can help you two. In Sumeru, the Adventurers Guild does not serve as the vanguard of information. Rather, there are numerous active mercenary groups collectively known as the Eremites. They take on various contracts and work all across Sumeru, so they naturally accrue intelligence. An Eremite brigade called the Corps of 30 is in charge of Sumeru City's defenses. Not only are they the oldest brigade, but they are responsible for managing and coordinating the affairs of all other mercenary brigades.
Hear her
Corps
rereading?
of 30? What a weird name.
What?
Supposedly,
Okay,
they are
well, I
named as
haven't
such because
creeped
their
on
ranks
her,
numbered
so
30 at their inception.
I've definitely
Asphalt,
missed that.
An advisor with the Corps of 30 maintains good relations with the Adventurers Guild. Though he's already retired, he and his words carry great weight within mercenary circles. If you'd like to get in contact with him, you can find him at the Corps of 30's headquarters, the Citadel of Rexar. You're welcome. I wish you two the best of luck. We look forward to your exploits in Sumeru.
All right, off to the Citadel of Rexar we go.
Oh. I'm just so curious now. Like, how far? Okay.
If there's nothing better to do, we could go foraging for ingredients. Is there time for a quick snack? I'll whip one up in no time.
Yeah, I heard the error. It's coming. It's coming. Maybe this Catherine doesn't have as many issues as the other ones. Or maybe she's just gonna say error.
I can't decide whether pyrostones taste better with salt and pepper or garlic and herbs.
It's not gonna happen now that I'm waiting for it.
If there's nothing better to do, we could go foraging for ingredients.
I'll try again later. That's so funny.
Welcome. The Adventurers Guild told me to expect you to.
It's nice to meet you, Osfond. We'd like to ask you about something.
I see. So, Catherine's the one who sent you this way. Ha! It's true that the Eremites' network is vast, but even I can't help you meet the Dendro Archon.
Wait, seriously? That's it?
Afraid so. The Eremites aren't terribly religious, so we don't know much about divinities. As far as the Akasha goes, we can access even less than you. We originally came from the desert. The gods there died off long ago. Since those days, we've used our own two hands to carve out a living. We don't beg gods for their aid. It isn't just us, though. If you ask me, I think most in Sumeru aren't interested in Lesser Lord Kusanali.
Oh? Why's that?
Just take the Academia, for example. They're the ones who truly rule Sumeru. Although they believe in gods, most of them only care for the late Greater Lord Rugurdevada. In their eyes, she was the one who founded Sumeru and gifted us with the Akasha. Lesser Lord Kusanali happened to inherit her legacy. Because of the Academia's influence, most citizens are more familiar with Greater Lord Rugurdevada and hold her in greater esteem. Not to mention that Lesser Lord Kusanali never makes an appearance, and the Academia never announces anything about her. As far as the people of Sumeru are concerned, she's just a god that exists. And that's all.
Really? Aw. feels bad for Lesser Lord Kusanali.
Ha! But who knows? We're all just guessing when it comes down to it. Besides, I'm sure the God of Wisdom doesn't worry about her reputation among people like us.
All right. Well, thanks for the info, Osfond.
No problem. Always happy.
Emotional Paimon.
Seems Osfond was right about
Hungry
most people's
Paimon.
attitudes here.
Loud Paimon. Cute
Not
Paimon,
only are
though.
they not interested in the Dendro Archon, they even say stuff like, if the Akasha doesn't think I should know, then I don't need to know about it. We've been asking for information non-stop ever since we got to Sumeru.
Yes, I do
But the harder
remember.
we try, the more helpless everything seems. Isn't there at least one person in this entire city who
Emo
cares
Paimon?
about Lesser Lord
Chatty
Kusanali?
Paimon, yes.
Oh, you two are interested in Lesser Lord Kusanali?
Huh? Who are you?
From the sound of it, you two are Outlanders who recently arrived here. You've been asking around for information on Lesser Lord Kusanali, right? Oh, I'm sorry. I forgot to introduce myself.
Is she the
I'm
Archon?
Dunyarzad, one of Lesser Lord Kusanali's faithful followers.
Whoa, really? Then do you know how we can...
I'm afraid I can't help you with that. But your conversation earlier did happen to remind me of a legend about the Dendro Archon.
Oh my gosh.
Sure. It goes like this. Long, long ago, there was a man who heard a prophecy. It predicted that a great calamity was about to befall him. Panicked by what he heard, the man sought out the Dendro Archon in hopes that she would bless him with the wisdom to help him escape his predicament. The man journeyed across deserts and through rainforests and experienced tribulations of every kind. However, he still couldn't find any trace of the Dendro Archon. In despair, he thought, alas, the Archon has abandoned me. He then had no choice but to sorrowfully resign to his fate.
Okay, and then what happened?
And then,
So is
the
she like
calamity came.
reincarnated?
But to his own surprise,
reborn?
the man felt somehow emboldened by the trials of his journey. By relying on his own strength, he managed to overcome the adversity.
She's
At
like
that
a little
moment,
kid.
a bird perched upon his shoulder. This
Okay,
bird
okay,
was,
okay.
in
I'll wait.
fact, an avatar of the Dendro Archon. She said, "O Archon Seeker, do you now understand? She and her wisdom have long been found by you. Along your journey, we were in every flower and
Really?
blade of grass, every ray of sparkling sun, and every breath of dancing wind. So long as you continue to think and ponder,
Okay.
we'll be wherever you go."
That's right. I gotta pay attention to this stuff.
Story! Paimon feels all warm and fuzzy inside after that.
In a way, it seems like this story is also one of the Dendro Archon's avatars.
Dunyarzad, since you worship Lesser Lord Kusanali, can you tell us anything else about her?
Of course. So did you two know that, I'm terribly sorry, but it seems something's come up now. Let's chat another day.
Because of those guys?
Hey, wait! What the heck just happened? It looks like they're searching for someone. Dunyarzad was acting
Eremites.
super nervous just now. You think they're looking for her? This
Oh, from
stinks.
that where that guy was
We
at.
managed to find a lead about Lesser Lord Kusanali. We can't let them get in the way now. Let's see if we can get rid of them. Then we can catch up with Dunyarzad.
Yeah, I don't want to get confused.
Hey, have you two seen a
Gotta
brown-haired
pay
girl wearing a
attention.
purple top and a long blue dress?
No, we
We're looking
didn't.
for her.
Did she have bandages wrapped around her wrists?
Yes, that's her. Did you see which direction she
Paimon,
went?
shut your mouth.
Yeah, she went that way.
Quick, after her.
Oh. Good job, Paimon.
That should keep
I'm
'em
sorry
busy
for
a
yelling at
while.
you.
Let's hurry and find Dunyarzad. We thought you might have been long gone by now.
Oh, it's you two. Oh, you startled me there.
You can relax now. We threw those people looking for you off the trail.
Really? Thank you so much. Unfortunately, I believe there's still more of them out there looking for me. Uh-oh, looks like there's some coming this way.
Huh? More of them? Then what are we standing here for? Run!
No, wait, my body isn't in the best shape. It's difficult for me to run. Okay, sounds good. There's a tavern on the other side of the port we can go to. They probably wouldn't expect me to hide in a place like that.
Oh, she's expected to just like call
Let's
it?
move out. Stay behind us. We'll keep an eye out for anyone looking for you.
Which explains why her arms are wrapped.
Race you!
We made it. Oh, they shouldn't be able to find us now. Wait, stand down, Dia.
Oh, snap.
My lady, who are these two?
They're travelers that I met on the street just a moment ago. They happened to notice that you were all searching for me, so they helped me hide.
I see. In that case, you two should scram. There's nothing here for you.
Wait a sec. Who the heck are you? And why are you shooing us away?
I'm Miss Dunyarzad's bodyguard, here to see that she returns home safe and sound. My lady, let's get going. You've been gone for so long that your parents are worrying themselves sick.
And if I refuse to go with you?
It'd be easier for the both of us if you cooperated. But if you insist on not going, then I'll
Is
have
she a
to
good
carry you like
character
a
to have?
sack of potatoes.
Hey! Dunyarzad already said she doesn't want to go back. Why are you still pushing her?
Stay out of this. You don't understand the situation. Sorry, my lady. Even though I'm your bodyguard, your parents are my employers. I have to answer to them.
How much?
Wait, what?
How much more do I have to pay you to become your employer? So you never listen to my parents ever again. Double? A triple? Give me some time and I'll get that much.
My lady, this isn't about Mora. I don't know what you think of us
Are
Eremites,
those huge
but let me
things
say
of
this.
meat
I like Mora,
on skewers
but I'll
being
never go
rotated
against
over
my
there?
principles. That's why I'm here looking for you. Sure, it's an order from my employer, but my conscience was also telling me it's the right thing to do. And knowing your health, carelessly running around like this is gonna hurt ya. For the sake of those who love you, don't be stubborn.
Back there, see?
No,
Is
you're
that
wrong.
meat?
I'm aware of my limits and I know what I'm doing. Honestly, the only people being stubborn right now are my parents. And they know perfectly well that it makes no difference
Like
if I'm at home or
bacon?
not. They still won't accept reality. And every time I bring this up, they just change the subject. Dia, you've been living with us a long time already. This should be old news to you. Dia, I know it hasn't been easy for Mother
See that,
and Father.
right there.
And I'm grateful for everything
It's
they've done for
spinning.
me. But there's someone
No,
else
it's
in
not.
this world I'm also grateful to.
Looks like meat.
Because she saved me. The love I have for her is the same I have for my parents. This is my life and my last chance. So I want to do something meaningful.
Sorry, I know that is so random. It
My
totally
lady,
was
are you
like,
sure what you're doing
what
now
the hell is that?
meaningful?
Yes, I'm sure. At least, it is to me.
Fine, I won't ask you to return home anymore. But let me make something very clear. I'm only doing this because I respect your determination, not because I agree with you.
Thank you, Dia. Sorry for being so rude just now. My nerves were acting up. And I even brought up your payment in such an offensive way.
Don't worry about it, my lady. I did say that I like Mora. Besides, that's our next topic of conversation. Today's little excursion caused such a ruckus that every single bodyguard at the estate was deployed. It wouldn't be easy to hide things from your old man. Since this definitely won't be your last escapade, here's a little tip. You should at least make it look like your room and things are still in order when you leave. Also, you'll need someone to cover you for when you're out and about. So, I'll let you hire me, my lady. This way, everyone wins. As for the pay, let's say half of what your father pays me. We can settle the bill when we return to the estate.
Okay, deal.
Yay! Looks like they've reached an understanding.
I'm fine, really. I just feel a little tired now that things have calmed down.
My lady, stop trying to look tough. We're already in a tavern, so let's rest up and grab some grub.
I'm sorry for worrying you two. If you don't mind, I'd like for you to join us.
Sure! After you rest up, we want to hear more about Lesser Lord Kusanali.
Ha! Well, if it isn't Dia. Haven't seen you in nearly half a year. Word on the street is that you're a bodyguard for the Homayani family now. Ha! Don't you find that kind of work boring?
Nah, you get used to it. How about a menu over here?
You got it. Huh? Isn't this little Miss Homayani herself? We don't get to serve personages like you very often. We'll be sure to prepare our very best.
Thank you, sir, but there's no need. I don't have a lot of Mora on me, and I really ought to save as much as I can. But please bring these two the best food you have. They're my new friends, so I want to be a good host for them.
Wait, we're paying for ourselves now? Aw, Paimon kinda wanted to try something fancy, but we aren't exactly loaded.
Cheap
Paimon will
Paimon.
settle for something ordinary.
How about our charcoal-baked Agelena cakes? They're our signature snack, and they run cheap. Look, other customers over there are eating some now.
They look kind of burnt and dry. Paimon will pass. Hey, come on! Paimon has personal preferences too, you know.
Get it together, Paimon.
Dunyarzad, we asked a lot of people when we first arrived, and
That
almost
looks so
nobody
good.
was interested in Lesser Lord Kusanali. So, what made you want to follow her?
Well, remember when you asked me if I knew how to meet the Dendro Archon? Even though I don't know how, I think I've actually seen her before.
Huh? Really?
Yes, it was when I was a child. At the time, my illness had kept me bedridden for the better part of a year. I was stuck inside and couldn't make any friends, and my parents did their best to find treatments for me. But even then, the Akasha didn't have any helpful information. My younger self no longer had any hopes or dreams. One flare-up was so bad that I was in a semi-conscious state for several days. Then one night, I woke up alone in my room. I was terrified. My body was paralyzed. Even if I cried, there was no sound. At that moment, an ethereal voice spoke in my mind. Dunyarzad, don't be scared. You don't have to cry.
Dunyarzad, don't be scared. You don't have to cry. Who are you? How do you know my name? How do I explain this? You might not be able to understand, but actually, I know everything about you. Really? Of course. I know that you're scared of thunder, that you hate taking medicine every morning, and that you love counting the petals on your mom's skirt. Wow, you really do know everything. Dinner's odd. Is there anything you want?
What? Not really. I can't go anywhere or do anything.
Huh? But aren't you a child? All children have wishes. Tell me what you want, and maybe I can make it happen.
But, can you make my illness go away?
Oh. I'm sorry. But I'm not powerful enough to do that right now.
Then, can you be my friend?
That's so sad.
After that, the voice said, "Okay, I'll be your friend." Although my body was suffering during those days, that voice encouraged me and told me many wondrous things. Beyond my window was the flourishing Sumeru city. Beyond the city was a lush rainforest. And beyond that was the wall of Samiel. Deserts.
It gets
and
worse.
all of Tibet.
Oh my gosh.
Once I finally made it through that bout of illness, I couldn't hear that voice anymore. I told my mother about it, but she said that I must have been dreaming. But I know that that voice wasn't a figment of my imagination. Yes, for sure. If it weren't for that voice, I would have never grown curious about the outside world, nor would I have learned how to read and enjoy so many books. That voice sparked a desire for wisdom. It had to have been the Dendro Archon. I've been hoping for a chance to repay her kindness. In fact, I was running around today to help prepare the Sub-Zero's festival for her.
What's the Sub-Zero's festival?
It's Lesser Lord Kusanali's birthday, which was the day that she was found by the sages. It's actually an old holiday that originally celebrated Greater Lord Rukkhadevata's birthday. When she passed away, the holiday eventually became a celebration of the Lesser Lord's birthday. I heard everyone was overjoyed when they welcomed her back to Sumeru. In those days, the festival was a huge deal. But because of the Academia's influence, people have gradually lost interest in the festival. The Academia actively participates in Sumeru's many holidays dedicated to Greater Lord Rukkhadevata. But when it comes to the Sub-Zero's festival, forget any funding. They practically act like it doesn't exist. Maybe they see Lesser Lord Kusanali's birth as confirmation of Greater Lord Rukkhadevata's death, so they're reluctant to celebrate it.
Aww, but that's awful.
It is. It's absolutely terrible. Sure, the Greater Lord founded Sumeru, but hasn't Lesser Lord Kusanali been the one quietly protecting us for the past few hundred years?
Just remember that we're still out in public. Don't get too carried away now.
I know that people over by the Grand Bazaar still hold the Sub-Zero's festival to this day. But I hadn't met any of them before, so I was never able to contribute. But recently, I made a friend there who also follows Lesser Lord Kusanali. I gave her my savings because I want her to throw a wonderful festival this year. That's the least I could do for Lesser Lord Kusanali.
Hold on, my lady. Does this friend happen to be Nilu, the one who sends flowers to the estate?
Yes, that's her.
I saw her leaving the other day with a nervous look on her face. It seemed like she was hiding something in her arms. Did you give her something?
Yes. Initially, I didn't have much Mora prepared, so I had Nilu sell one of my skirts. I've agreed with Nilu to meet up at the Grand Bazaar today, and see how things are coming along. Dia, would you accompany me?
Sure. That's quite the trip, though. I'll carry you.
No, that would be too much, even for you.
You might as well just accept the lift. If I let you walk, who knows how long it'll take us. And if anything—
But of course! Nilu will be thrilled to hear there are more people interested in Lesser Lord Kusanali.
And we're off. This place is huge.
sorry I'm late, Nilu.
Oh, Dunyarzad. It was taking you so long that I assumed you got trapped at home, but you made it in the end.
Dude, honestly, I forgot about that.
But if Dia's here, that means you got caught, right?
You could say that.
I should switch
but everything
to
worked
her.
out. She's on our side now.
Not completely.
Oh, and who are these two?
Oh, meet the Traveler and Paimon, my two newest friends. They're visitors who just arrived at Sumeru City and are looking for information on Lesser Lord Kusanali.
So you're followers from another land? Oh, really? Well, that's okay. You're still invited to the Sabzeruz festival.
That guy looks like he is mean mugging her.
By the way, Dunyarzad, we've already started decorating the Grand Bazaar. It looks spectacular, thanks to your generous contribution.
You're very welcome. It's the only thing I could do. Do you still have enough Mora?
Probably? But don't sweat it. We've already finished renovating the stage. Come on, I'll show you.
Wow! This place is amazing!
Not bad. Last time I was here, the stairs were full of holes.
The stairs were nothing. A little while ago, we discovered that the tree above the stage had a huge chunk of bark ready to fall off. Mr. Zubair was worried sick. We reported it to the academia many times, but they never sent anyone to deal with it. We didn't want anything bad happening, so we were going to cancel all the stage performances.
Yeah.
Oh, probably because it was the theater asking.
I know, I need to do that again.
The academia looks down on performers like us.
Gotta get her
upgraded. They probably think it would be best if the theater closed down completely. We can't let that happen, though. Not only would everyone involved in the theater go hungry, but then we wouldn't be able to hold the Sabzeruz festival anymore. Thank the Dendra Archon for Dunyarzad. With the Mora she gave us, we hired someone to patch up the tree, and we also gave the stage a much-needed makeover. The stage is going to be even prettier when it's festival time. I can't wait for you to see it.
And I can't wait to see you on the stage. You've been practicing so long already. It's almost time for your dream to become reality.
It's our dream. I'll do my best for the two of us.
Nilu, what are you gonna be doing at the festival?
She'll be dancing the dance of Sabzeruz, the most important performance at the Sabzeruz festival.
Dunyarzad, have you told him the origin of this holiday?
I only told them about the Greater Lord and Lesser Lord so far.
Okay, then I'll tell you two about how this holiday came to be. According to legend, the Sabzeruz festival was originally the Goddess of Flowers' birthday celebration for the Greater Lord. A long, long time ago, on one of Greater Lord Rukkhadevata's birthdays, her friends threw her a celebratory banquet. Some of the gods got drunk. One started playing music, and the Greater Lord started singing, so the Goddess of Flowers began to dance. As she danced upon the grass, countless beautiful parisaras began to bloom wherever she stepped. Those brilliant purple flowers became her dazzling stage. All the gods clamored, "Oh, if only time could stop at this very moment." Of course they did. When people mention the gods, they always think of the Archon War. But Sumeru's gods also had happy times. Although they aren't around anymore, they're preserved in our tradition of dance. This outfit I'm wearing is apparently based on how the Goddess of Flowers looked. Though we're just tiny people compared to the Divine, we still have to do our best to make sure that the birthday girl feels loved on her special day.
Nilu, you of all people will definitely be able to convey our well wishes to the Dendro Archon. I also noticed that you went the extra mile and scattered parisaras around the stage.
As soon as you said that, I was like...
They symbolize the Goddess of Flowers, after all.
I'm dumb, I should have known that.
It's just a shame that all the real parisaras went extinct after her death.
Yeah. The Greater Lord brought forth Patisaras in memory of the goddess
totally
of
see that.
flowers. But she ultimately could never truly replicate that beautiful purple.
Thinking about the goddess of flowers dance makes me wish I could have seen it. If my stage were
Does he show
like
up
that,
ever again?
I'd be thrilled if I had just 2 real Patisaras on the stage. So, Traveler in Paimon, what do you think? Interested in the Sabzeruz festival? Will you two be coming?
All of
Venture
Lesser
the
Lord
Bard?
Kusanali's
Or is he
followers will be there for
gone?
her birthday.
I can't remember.
It'll be a good opportunity for you to learn more about her.
Ooh, Paimon thinks that's a great idea!
Did I say she? I meant he. I do know that. My bad. Does he ever show up? Gosh, I'm struggling.
Of course Paimon wants to watch. Those 2 things aren't mutually exclusive, you know.
So how about we all attend the Sabzeruz festival together?
Dunyarzad, let me show you which stage decorations
living the
we've
good
picked
life.
out so far. Traveler in Paimon, if that doesn't sound interesting to you, then feel free to explore the area. Everyone at the Grand Bazaar loves Lesser Lord Kusanali, and we're all looking forward to the Sabzeruz festival.
In that case, we'll take a look around.
Sounds like a pretty decent life.
Whoa!
For him, anyways.
What's with your
I'm sure he's
yellow hair?
loving it.
And why do your clothes look so funny? Did you know that the Sab...
Oh, I didn't mean to skip that. Oh well.
Milu, your outfit looks amazing. There's also something different about you from when we first met up.
I thought I'd add a little extra pizzazz to my dress for the festival.
Wow, did you sew all that yourself?
Uh-huh. Sewing is a fundamental skill for every... I've noticed that you can't keep your eye...
May I?
Of course. The legends say that the goddess of flowers had beautiful horns on her head, so this crown was made to reflect that.
Ah, dancing at the Sabzeruz festival. You know, I also danced when I was younger. As a child, I even asked my grandmother why we performed the dance for the Lesser Lord when it was originally done to honor the Greater Lord. My grandmother said that Greater Lord Rukkhadevata is a beloved deity and honored by all. And the Sabzeruz...
Huh.
Ooh, I can't wait to
the
see
stage
it.
for the festival couldn't have been easy, that's for sure. I bet this year's festival will be one to remember. I don't know much about the Grand Bazaar, but I do know that the residents here have a penchant for song and dance. 2 things that the Oh, and the perfume sold around here is a lot better than what you'll find elsewhere. I mean...
Things are really shaped. Don't be fooled into thinking that Sumeru City has the best of everything. Some festival snacks are only offered here in the Grand... And when it comes to musicians...
Hey! Is that who Paimon thinks it is? It looks like... Catherine!
It's Catherine!
Huh. Come to think of it,
What is she doing?
Paimon's only ever seen her behind the counter at the Adventurers Guild. This is the first time we've ever seen her taking a break. Hey, Catherine!
Huh? Oh, hey! It's the Traveler in Paimon! What's shaken?
Whoa. Break time Catherine sure sounds a lot less formal than usual. Paimon was still waiting for her to say Ad Astra Abyssosk.
Sure. Standing behind the counter at the
What?
Adventurers Guild doesn't require any complicated functions. But saying and doing the same old things over and over again can get pretty monotonous.
Spoiler
like watching
alert.
the same Fontaine movie
Dang.
day after day. But take you two, for example. You travel across to
That
Vat to
explains why
enrich your
she's
lives
so
and
weird
gain
right now.
new experiences.
Compared to normal
enjoy
Catherine.
traveling across to Vat and all that, but we're mainly looking for clues about her brother.
It's all good, Nuvi.
Yes, you should keep searching. Sometimes the answers we're looking for aren't necessarily at our intended destination. Instead, they're found along the way.
Huh. Haven't we heard someone say something pretty similar recently? Anyways,
No, not particularly. I guess you could say that I'm loving the recent atmosphere here. If festivals bring happiness to everyone, then that's where their true value lies. Oh, it looks like it's about time for me to be heading back now.
alright, we'll see you next time at the Adventurers Guild. Oh, by the way, thanks for connecting us with the Eremites. We've already made some great friends in Sumeru City thanks to you.
I'm sure you two will get along well with the people here. You've already been blessed by the element of Dendro after all. See you around.
There's something really different about Catherine today.
Hey, traveler. Paimon.
Oh, hey, Dia. What's going on?
I've got something to tell ya. My lady knows you're looking for ways to meet Lesser Lord Kusanali, and she's been trying to come up with a way to help you. Well, I have an idea that might help.
Are you serious? We'd love that.
It might not necessarily pan out, so don't get your hopes up too much. I'll need to take you two somewhere and ask someone some questions.
How would she know that? Because she's an Archon.
My lady is feeling a little worn out at the moment. Nilu's found a place for her to rest. After I take my lady home, let's meet in front of the city.
Sounds like a plan. Let's head over to the Citadel of Rexar and wait for Dia.
Dendro Traveler.
Sorry, I'm late. It took some convincing for the master and mistress to believe that Miss Dunyarzad was only sitting in the port for a while because she was in a bad mood. Anyway, I guess I should be thanking you. I haven't seen Miss Dunyarzad that happy.
You sure sound a whole lot nicer than when we first met, Dia. Who would have thought you had such a soft spot for Dunyarzad?
She's a softie.
It's called being a professional. I'm a bodyguard, and I work for whoever's paying.
Look, Dia's blushed.
Listen, you two. I don't expect to be working for Miss Dunyarzad very long, but I hope to finish things on a positive note if possible. Let's cut the chit-chat and head into the Citadel. We'll see if the person I know has a way for you two to meet with the Lesser Lord.
Ooh.
Oh, hey, Chief.
Ha, Dia! What are you doing here? And well, didn't expect to see you three together.
I take it you all know each other already?
We met this morning after the Adventurers Guild pointed us to Osfon for more info.
No kidding. Huh. So, where's Ruksha? I thought I'd help these two out by asking about the theft. Anything you can tell him?
Ruksha's gone over to the Academia. The Grand Sage recently ordered Sumeru City to begin bolstering its defenses, so people from all over have been called back to the city. Since you've already mentioned the theft, I suppose I might as well tell him what we know.
Appreciate it, Chief.
Theft? Sorry, what the heck are you guys talking about?
Just recently, the Academia lost something, and there's a chance the item is connected with the Dendro Archon. This case might just somehow help you in meeting her.
I suppose that's one way to look at it. But if you ask me, the case is more about the Academia than anything else. Let me fill you in. The Academia recently sent a convoy to pick up an important package from Aru village. Word got out, and the convoy was robbed on its way back. The Grand Sage took the whole matter very seriously. Not only did he dispatch the Matra, but also enlisted our help in the search for leads. All we know so far is that whatever was stolen is currently in Port Ormos.
You two have heard of Port Ormos, haven't you? It's the largest commercial port in all of Sumeru. You can travel there by leaving Sumeru City and heading south along the river. The Academia's grip isn't long enough to reach all the way to Port Ormos, so the city's a little more laid back, meaning the population's also a mixed bag. You never know who you'll meet there.
Apparently what was lost has a great deal to do with the Akasha, knowledge, and even the gods. I'm afraid I don't have any other details for you, though. If you're interested, maybe you could head to Port Ormos and ask around yourselves. If you want my advice, try introducing yourselves as students of the Academia once you're there.
Are you serious, Chief? All the Academia students are in Sumeru City, you know. Why should they pretend to be students in Port Ormos?
If you're also interested, just go there and see what happens.
Count me out. I've got plenty of work to do here for the Homayani family. And take it from me, if you two really do decide to visit Port Ormos, you'd best watch your backs. Let's just say that the Eremites there aren't nearly as friendly as those here in Sumeru City. There are even some extremists who go around shouting slogans like, "Retake Sumeru for King Deshret." Word is that more and more are joining their movement. They're becoming a real headache for Chief and the others.
You bet they are. King Deshret's been dead for thousands of years. Now they start spreading rumors of his return. Ridiculous.
Not everyone's like you, Chief. Even the desert natives who abandoned their homes in the wilderness still wish to have a god of their own. Well, Traveler, that's about all the information we have for you.
Thanks, Dia! And you too, Osfond! Since we've gathered all we could for the moment in Sumeru City, let's head to Port Ormos and see what we can find next.
Miss Dunyarzad is looking forward to seeing you both at the Sub-Zerus Festival, so be sure to get yourselves back here in time for that. Good. Then we'll see you both at the Sub-Zerus Festival.
Goodness. That's a world quest, a long one. Oy. Well, then this is the perfect spot for me to be done for the day. I will be on tomorrow, though. King Deshret. Thanks for hanging out, Jeremy. Hope you get some sleep. But you got to put that phone down first. Bye, Nuvi. Alright, you guys, that's going to be the end of this stream. Thank you so much for watching. If you're enjoying my streams, please like and subscribe to my channel. I greatly appreciate it. Sounds good, Jeremy. Alright, you guys, till next time. Later.